The Elon Musk Twitter saga now moves to the courts. Most legal experts say Twitter has the upper hand, but Musk revels in brinkmanship. Elon Musk has moved to end his deal to buy Twitter, but the company is determined to force the deal through. Credit: Jim Watson/Agence France Presse, Getty Images. July 9, 2022, updated 5:57 p.m. ET. Now that Elon Musk has signaled his intent to walk away from his $44 billion offer to buy Twitter, the fate of the influential social media network will be determined by what may be an epic court battle, involving months of expensive litigation and high-stakes negotiations by elite lawyers on both sides. The question is whether Mr. Musk will be legally compelled to stick with his agreed-upon acquisition or be allowed to back out, possibly by paying a 10-figure penalty. Most legal experts say Twitter has the upper hand, in part because Mr. Musk attached few strings to his agreement to buy the company, and the company is determined to force the deal through. But Mr. Musk revels in impulsiveness and brinkmanship and is backed by a fleet of top bankers and lawyers. Rather than engaging in a protracted public brawl with the world's richest man and his legions of diehard followers, Twitter might come under pressure to find a swift and relatively peaceful resolution, one that could preserve the company's independence but leave it in a tenuous financial position. Mike Ringler, a partner at Skadden, Arps, Slate, Marr and Flom, who is representing Mr. Musk, informed Twitter late on Friday that his client was abandoning the takeover. Mr. Ringler argued in his letter that Twitter had violated the agreement with Mr. Musk by not providing him with detailed information about how it measures inauthentic accounts. He also said that Mr. Musk did not believe the metrics that Twitter has publicly disclosed about how many of its users were fake. Twitter's board responded by saying it intended to consummate the acquisition and would sue Mr. Musk in a Delaware Chancery court to force him to do so. At the heart of the dispute are the terms of the merger agreement that Mr. Musk reached with Twitter in April. His contract with Twitter allows him to break off his deal by paying a $1 billion fee, but only under specific circumstances such as losing debt financing. The agreement also requires Twitter to provide data that Mr. Musk may require to complete the transaction. Mr. Musk has demanded that Twitter give a detailed accounting of the spam on its platform. Throughout June, lawyers for Mr. Musk and Twitter have wrangled over how much data to share to satisfy Mr. Musk's inquiries. Mr. Musk's cold feet about the Twitter deal coincided with a huge slide in the valuation of technology companies, including Tesla, the electric vehicle company he runs, which is also his main source of wealth. Mr. Musk did not respond to a request for comment.